What will be the major issue to watch for in South Africa in 2013?
In 2013, I think events that will define South Africa are those that have always been there. Whether it's having one of the highest unemployment rates in the world, an economy still growing only at about 2 to 3%, a highly unequal society. I think those kinds of events. Those kinds of trends that characterize the South African economy continue into 2013.
Are there broader implications to the rest of Africa from the South African challenges?
Well, surely. I mean, as one of the strongest economies on the continent, I think a slow-growing South Africa is not necessarily good for the rest of the continent. Certainly, if you've got an economy that's inserted into the region, that isn't growing fast enough, or that has internal challenges that are disruptive, that's not good for the continent. At a global level, the fact that South Africa is seen as a bridge into the continent is important. So if that bridge is rickety in terms of economics or political challenges, foreign investors are less likely to use South Africa as a bridge into the continent. So I think South Africa is key strategically for sort of both economic growth and future investment in the continent.
How do you see the relations between South Africa and the United States in 2013?
So those relations have been defined pretty much in two ways. One is through sort of trade and growth opportunities that the US sees in South Africa, and secondly through, if you like, aid by the US to South Africa. Most of that aid has come in the last 5 years in the form of support for HIV/AIDS and antiretroviral programs and so on. And I think that's going to continue. I don't see any big changes there. I think the interesting thing going into 2013, if one thinks of Senator Clinton's visit, is the extent to which the US resets its engagement with South Africa with regards to trade and investment. I think the US has learnt, or perhaps has one eye on the way in which China has used South Africa, leveraged South Africa into the continent. And the interesting thing would be whether the US economy and US investors start viewing South Africa in the same way.